Sagittarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for the rest of October. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, opportunity, challenge, as well as what you may not see coming. I'm going to be working with the Ascended Masters. If any of you caught the All Signs, I'm now introducing the decks that I'll be using for the mid-monthly and the monthly readings. So we're going to be taking a look at the Inner Temple Oracle, the Ascended Master Oracle, and the Sweet Love Tea today, as well as all the tarot messages that you are used to seeing. So without further ado, let's get started. Thank you for tuning in, for supporting the channel. We've got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Death. So it looks like you're marching into Scorpio season, Sagittarius, either feeling nostalgic about something that happened in the past or just letting go of the past in general. The past is coming up for some reason. Sometimes the Six of Cups is just a feeling of sweetness, softening to a certain person. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Sagittarius today. Let's see. What's the overall general energy, Sag, for the rest of the month for you? We're going to do a 4-card spread. And then we're going to talk to some divine masters as we're in a rather auspicious time collectively, aren't we, energetically? Many of you caught my 3-Eye Atlas post. Just wanted to send some loving support your way. If you're curious, I also did a Divine Union, people calling a Divine Union reading. So my Sag rising is alive and well right now. If any of you have been feeling creative, use it to your advantage, okay? Page of Pentacles, yeah, there's some manifestation energy at play here for you. Humble little beginning here. This is when we take a new beginning. It could be projects that you're like, putting, dusting them off or putting energy into, or just, it's that energy that oomph we need to keep going with a project or a situation and keep putting energy toward. All right, see what that's about. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting how Aries had the Queen of Pentacles in the opportunity as well. Everybody's all focused on their goals, right? I like it. And this is also focusing on grounding yourself. It's no surprise really during Libra season, everyone's looking at what they need to bring back into balance in their lives. You could be focusing on your career, but I'm getting page energy, which is nice because you could be something that you have a lot of hopes around building in your life, and it's just the beginning. The challenge, we have the Ace of Swords. This could be clarity about something that you are investing in or grounding in. It could be around a communication, news coming in. We'll see. Yeah, you're moving forward. And during air season, right, which we're in another week or so of Libra season, and we're getting 2 air cards in both the challenge with the Ace of Swords and then in what you don't see coming as the Knight of Swords. So Sag, you are moving forward with something that has to do with your overall growth. And you might have an idea or a eureka moment. The challenge is what you're going to do with that idea. This could be communication, air. This is divine protection. So whatever you're doing and whatever you're building, there seems to be divinely guided at this time. That's what it feels like. Interesting. I almost just ripped my finger here on my ring. Jeez. Maybe something recently cut deep that you're moving past. Some sort of communication. Ow, that never happens on camera. I scraped my ring. Let's get a Divine Master. Maybe something you're still moving past because we had that Death, 6 of Cups. It could be a connection that you let go of, Sag, that didn't feel so good. All right, might have hurt. What are some of the Divine Masters that want to step forward, Sag, for you? Ooh, we have Isis. Ooh la la. Isis is a very powerful frequency. Okay, this is, some of you have Isis as a guide. This is about reclaiming your magic and calling back your power and what is rightfully yours. So maybe you had something you gave your attention to that you're reclaiming now, your power back in. I'm getting that you also are being really guided deeply by Isis around a new idea that's coming through your crown chakra at this time. Yeah, Spirit wants you to know you've been resilient. Stay rooted in your trust and faith. It's that Queen of Pentacles energy. Stay rooted and grounded, Sag. It might be something you're trying to do. Reclaiming the magic of your life. Ooh, this is around your leadership. You're being activated by Commander Ashtar. This is it's time to take the lead. Maybe you've been shying away from a new opportunity or putting energy into a new project. Time to evolve. Trust in your ability to guide others. This isn't your leadership. Whatever you do for work, you're being pushed by spirit to maybe get out of your comfort zone and get to work, move forward with an idea here. We have Buddha. We have a heightened awareness underpinning the entire reading, making peace with your thoughts and your world. That might have been what you've been working on in the recent past, Sag. All right. I like that. We're going to leave that one there because you do have a very nice, like benevolent, grounded, I'm going to take my time. Even though you're moving forward, it feels like you're grounding in this really, everyone's like getting really rooted and grounded in their own currency, their own energetic currency. A lot of clarity, a lot of authentic, like rooted in your own resilience and your own stillness. I like this. Reclaiming magic, leadership activation, and heightened awareness are all very strong frequencies with Buddha, Commander Ashtar, Commander. That's like how we say it in New England. Commander Ashtar. Oh, man. You got to laugh, though. I hope you come here just for the laughs alone because I laugh at life all the time and I laugh at myself all the time. And maybe you're taking a more lighter approach after some heaviness because opening up this reading, you're moving past some heavy energies of a death, of a connection, or the death of maybe a past timeline and saying, you know what, I need to shift my frequency and start applying myself in new ways in my in rooting and grounding in a new chapter in your life. That's what it feels like. Maybe you're having problems with overall with communication in general because this is something around communication. Let's see. Page of Pentacles. What's this? Early manifestation. That's what it feels like. Hangman. Strength. Oh, this is like, yeah. We have the Four of Swords, the Strength, and the Hangman over the Page of Pentacles. This is when you're like, I need a time out. Time out. I need to just rest. This is uncomfortable. I need to pull my energy back. This feels like a good energy, though. I mean, we have two major arcana with, it's almost like humility on the path, slowing yourself down, Sag, tempering your energy a bit. I'm not saying temperance, but I'm getting that. Like whenever I see the Hangman, this is a state of surrender, even though it's uncomfortable. And this is, you can see here, we have a pentacle. It's like maybe you've finally come down from the Bodhi tree. You have a pentacle, which is, something that you've earned. And now you're taking this. It's like, I see it as like when you're placing a bet, not literally, but you're placing a bet. And this bet has a lot to do with you taking on maybe even the role as a healer and guide for others in your work or in your life in general. And it's taking a lot. It's like step into your courage, Sag. You're ready for this. You've done enough healing. Now it's time to pay it forward. Some of you are truly being called to reclaim the magic of your leadership through your heightened awareness. It's like a lot of people, and these readings have been very powerful for October, we're aligning with higher energetic energies in our ascension. And wherever you've stumbled or wherever your learning curve has been around your own spiritual sovereignty, around your own authentic truth, it's like we're stepping into a new role. And this role is encouraging you to lead, to not be afraid to speak up, to not be afraid to share your ideas, to not be afraid to tell people how you feel. And that might be a little uncomfortable because you're showing me applying myself in this way. I've been holding back from doing it. And now that I'm doing it, maybe it's not as hard as I thought it would be. There's something around you really moving forward and feeling more empowered. But it's taking some strength for you to move forward. Maybe it's even taking some of you strength to pause and to realign with an energy, right? That is allowing you better results with what you're manifesting. It's like you've earned this pentacle, which is, your earth currency. This is your energetic vibration. And you're not just going to give it away to anyone or anything anymore. And that's what you've learned. discernment. You're seeing like your infinite power here and the courage it takes, right? To pause and surrender and take a minute for yourself before you make a decision or move forward. And I like that. There's power in the pause, Sag. Queen of Pentacles. You may just be realigning, reevaluating something in your life before launch, but it was good. It was useful. Whatever you've had to maybe just time out with, it's aligning you in a better frequency to move forward with it now. Maybe you changed something. Oh, this is around your star energy. We have the star, the shadow. Interesting. And we have the Hermit. Wow. Sag, this is powerful. Powerful stuff. I got to take my glasses off for this. Wow. The star is the restoration of our hopes and our faith ultimately. And after having what looks like some deep shadow integration work, where whatever time out you took to really go within, it served you well. Your opportunity is to take what you've gained from this and apply it moving forward. I mean, this is healing ultimately. You've been on a deep, deep path of healing, Sag. Star, judgment. In this deck, it's the shadow. It's like, oh no, here it goes again. You could have been really working on breaking some sort of pattern during this karmic year where you could actually renew your hope again and have faith because you were getting tired and depleted from where you were. And now it's like the news arrived, so to speak. And it's making you happy. As you can see, she's like, I planned for my success, or that time out served me well, or that rest period served me well, or just that pause. You could be doing it on the daily as an affirmation or a declaration that, I deserve peace. I deserve to take time out for myself. Because you're taking this pentacle, right, from this state of surrender, and you're applying it forward. And here you are holding it, rooted and grounded, feeling happy. This is when we grow on the path and we arrive in a new level of awareness of ourselves and our own self-mastery, because we've been integrating more of our shadowy patterns. I think you're going through a complete rebirth and renewal because something is coming in that is satisfying you on a deep, deep level. And you're moving forward in it. Person, place, or thing. I think you've been trying to it's like the clouds parting, Sag, in your life. Some of you, this is career focused. Some of you, this is around a connection. Let's see, the Ace of Swords. This is truth. Clarity. Yeah. Seven of Cups. Choice point. Now we have the King of Swords. Ooh, and now we have the Emperor. This is about your leadership. You have something very deep that you're meant to share with the world, Sag. I don't know what it is, but you tend to overthink it, or maybe it's just you got all these different ideas coming in that are like, well, you got to you can't just do it all at once. This is like when you have so much creative fire for some of you, because of your healing work, your shadow integration, and the things and the concepts that you've been grappling with and where you have arrived. This could be whatever you're doing, Sag. You're taking the lead and you're using your air energy wisely during Libra season. And I think you're making some big and powerful decisions. Some of you, this is around a divine masculine energy moving forward. And this is when you have a lot of communication with somebody, and it's opening new doors in your mind, in your perception of your reality. This could be around a bond in your life that you're just trying to you're applying yourself in so many ways through maybe a connection in your life. They're inspiring you, or you're inspiring others. I'm seeing this inspiration coming through here deeply, but it's through your shadow integration work that you're doing this work. I think you're applying yourself in new ways. And I see you moving forward in this beautiful, strong leadership activation. No longer gonna hold back, are you? It's like you're piercing through false versions of yourself. And you're remembering who you are and what you came here to do. and you're not going to hold back from them. You have Isis and Commander Ashtar and Buddha with you throughout the rest of the month of October. So I would use these energies, this benevolent, higher vibrational energy. Buddha taught peace, ultimately peace within, that comes from a grounded energetic vibration. Commander Ashtar is calling all light workers to take the lead right now in whatever you were called to do. And Isis is about reclaiming your power and your magic and your divine feminine energy, your high priestess energy. Whether you're a male or female, this is softening to the path and being humbled on the path. Some of you have very strong Lyra energies or strong Leo placements. But this air energy is really feeding and nurturing you in a very profound way. I say you are in a very deep period of acceleration, where if you've been dealing with difficult energies in the past, it's time to lay it to rest, because you've got work to do. I don't know, Sag. It's like, don't mess around with like the past version of you anymore. It's like you've upgraded, up-leveled, and now it's time for you to be a role model, way shower, a trailblazer in your own right with whatever work you're doing. And yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Get to work, Sag. Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, the Chariot. Wow. And the Five of Cups. I think you're moving past some sort of blockage around feeling really upset by a situation that really took the wind out of you. It was like it messed with your self-worth. It messed with your self-worth. This is when you could have been dealing with people who wore masks, but they taught you so much about yourself. And you can sit and you can stay bummed out about certain people who will never align with you or who taught you your greatest lessons. I think that you're saying, you know what? I'm going to move forward and stand in my power. I mean, that's the Chariot energy. I mean, you were being guided to not hold back anymore and move past any kind of opportunity, any kind of situation that you've been grieving heavily. It's like you're blasting through some sort of timeline that you played small in. And now I think you're realizing how powerful you are. Yeah. We have the Three of Pentacles. You're busy at doing something. Some of you, it's a work project, writing. Sometimes, too, we fuel our pain into creativity. And I think that you're doing something very inspirational at this time. All right. I don't know what it is, but it's restoring your faith in something on the material plane. It's like you're birthing something into being, and you're being really guided by masterful energy to do it. Let me get, where do I want to go next? I'm going to save the sweet love tea, because if you're dealing with some sort of romantic situation and that's your area of concern coming into this reading, try not to lament the tragedies of the past too much. You've been on a deep, deep healing path, integrating some shadow work from those experiences. And it's taught you a lot. You've been going deep, deep within. I mean, the Hermit, the Judgment, and the Star. It's like, okay. It's like reinventing yourself after a chapter that had to come to a close, and elevating in every way. But you're taking what you learned, those seeds, and you're actually growing something, birthing something. It could be a lot of you. It could be a creative project, but overall, I see you moving forward, following your intuition, overcoming a blockage of pain, of grief, of sadness. Five of Cups is loss. And you could have waves of emotion. A lot of us are really going through deep karmic releasing at this time. All right, and be gentle with yourself, Sag. Whatever you're moving through. It's a mixed bag, it looks like. Let's now get into the Inner Temple Oracle. And then I want to get some sweet love tea. My mid-monthlies aren't as in-depth as my monthlies, so just bear with me here. I do feel like you're on beautiful, beautiful, like high-frequency energy ground. Just keep letting it inspire you. This came out for Aries too. Some of you have strong Aries placements, or you're dealing with an Aries. Yeah. Let's read this aligned. I can't believe it came out again. Yeah, this is deep, deep, like cosmic alignment. Divine masculine, divine feminine. You could have had your divine masculine really suffer, where you didn't feel empowered to lead, where you felt disempowered. But almost, here's the thing. We go through these deep periods of misalignment in a wounded masculine, which is not taking action, needing to be more internal, needing to do more, shadow integration and work. And then you break free of it and you're like, you have a heightened awareness of self and of the world. And then you take this and it's like everyone's going through deep karmic pathway integration right now. And it's like, it feels like light workers are being turned up after going through a lot of shit. And it's beautiful. It's like reclaiming your power, reclaiming your magic, Sag. And I feel like you all watching this, you have a plan. Just don't hold back from your greatest potential in life. This is the boost, this reading. If you find this reading and you need a little boost from spirit around aligning with your highest timeline, you're doing it. You're doing it. But you had to cut away at who you weren't for a while and learn through that to discover who you are. Does that make sense? Let's look at aligned. God, I can't believe this is a common theme I'm going to see for the mid-monthlies. Aligning with the energetic frequency of alignment. It takes deep integration work, which is part of this post-eclipse season. And this is the polarity suit. So I think that maybe you were in energies that were misaligned for you, couldn't stay there much longer. And then you got out, and now you've been in a period of pause. And you got a new trajectory here. And you have a crossroads here where you're blasting through loss, grief, being bummed out. All right, aligned. You're in the aligned energy now, okay? And these are the key words: authenticity, harmony, honesty, truth, genuineness, yes, ease, flow, embracing what is, and open. All right? Alignment is the highest vibration there is, Sag. This is because alignment is the ultimate harmony. Alignment doesn't pretend things are working or the sun is shining when it's not. It simply is. When people are aligned and authentic, we feel that congruence in our system. When we speak in alignment and authentically, there is a resonance that can be deeply felt. It takes courage to be authentic and aligned, for it requires embracing what is, a welcoming of the truth. Yeah, maybe it's hard to accept the truth about a situation in your life, but you're moving past it now. Choosing the authentic or aligned path isn't always the easiest option. Misalignment is an experience we all know. That feeling when the record scratches, those sandpaper moments when something deep within us says that isn't quite right. It's easy to ignore these moments, these bits of information from our inner senses in an effort to keep the peace. But more often than not, our first instincts are always right, and sometimes it's easier to admit it sooner rather than later. If this card appears when aligned the right way up, it can be an indication that things are congruent and gives the message of yes, yes, yes. Okay, so you got a yes from the universe. Or if you've been contemplating launching an idea or moving forward with a project, don't let feelings of lack or loss hold you back. Okay, do it. Okay, let's look at some sweet love tea. And then I did this for Aries because I felt like I wanted to know a little bit more about what you're aligning with. But let's get some sweet love tea. If those are curious about your love life, I do the mid-monthlies with a little bit of love peppered in, to see what's going on. What's going on in Sagittarius love life? Ooh, we have love's wings. Put aside your differences and soar to the next level. For those of you in partnership, just let go of maybe some incongruence or some misalignment. You're realigning. And sometimes we need strife to deepen into authentic connection. Plan ahead. Prepare for a rainy day or stay flexible. Adapt, foresight, invest. Yeah, so you could be making plans for the future at this time together on love's wings. And we have a warm brew brewing, all right? You might be getting some intimate time. Speak softly to disarm any dispute or confusion, and then ever after, having the fortitude to create a lasting love. Long-term, all-in, invest, honest, vital, and patient. Yeah, some of you are building safe, supported love or continuing to build that in a connection. And it feels really good. Now, for those of you who are not in a connection, it does feel like you have an opportunity to really ascend on the path, to carefully focus on what you want to align with, and discernment is key. You do not want to repeat past decisions that led you to loss and grief. Those served its place, but we're living in a time where it's time to be so aligned to what is true for you, what resonates with you, and not get involved with people or places in situations that hold you back, or that you know you're compromising yourself in some profound, deep way, but you ignore the red flags, okay? But I do see that there is an opportunity for couples to deepen in October with these Sagittarian placements, to align, and also for singles to align, right? Out of grief, out of loss, into a heightened awareness, and focus on the future, right? And forgive the past, okay? But let's see what you're aligning with. Okay, with the Inner Temporal Oracle. I like that. Warm brew, ever after, plan ahead, and love's wings. It's looking good for your love lives, all right? We didn't go too much into a storyline around your love life, but it does look very positive. I think singles, you just might be a little bummed out about a past situation that you've had to do some healing work around, all right? Shadow integration work around, and you're dealing with being on your own. Chamber of Healing, there it is. Overall, I feel like anyone seeing this with strong Sagittarius placements, you were trying to get into a deep pocket of inner alignment, cosmic alignment, with a lot of you being the leader of your own life and the creator of your own reality, and not giving your power away to an outside person, place, or thing, okay? Whether it's a limiting belief or a repetitive pattern or habit, or someone you gave your power away to in connection, all right? Let's look at the Chamber of Healing. I like this. Deep, deep healing. And I am getting for the collective in general, just know we are going through a deep, deep period of cellular healing, emotionally and physically. So whatever you're called to do the rest of October, physically, emotionally, spiritually, do it. This is get the massages, get the acupuncture, soak in soothing salt waters, walk on the earth barefoot, go sit by the sea. Do the things that align you with a higher frequency, because the healthier you are, the more you can align with these higher energies. Chamber of Healing. Healing is always happening. For to heal is to change, and you're always changing, always returning to wholeness. Wholeness isn't a static state, as we're always growing and transforming. It's nature's way, and you're part of nature. When this card appears, it's acknowledging that you're in a deeper stage of healing, and it's okay to ask for help and slow down to let healing happen. This card comes with a tender message to trust your innate ability to heal through the changing seasons of your life. We are changing seasons. To stop seeing yourself as broken, or to think of healing as something you need to do before you truly live. For to heal is to change, evolve, and grow. Healing can be a slow, steady process. It's complex, not linear. It takes as long as it takes. However, like all things in nature, there's a mysterious intelligence to it. And if we trust it and let the once vibrant petals fall to the earth, cut back what's no longer thriving and protect the buds from being pried open too early, we too may find ourselves in a second blooming. Yeah, some of you are going through a second blooming, and fruit will follow. If you didn't see yourself as unhealed or broken, what would you do? If you didn't see yourself as unhealed or broken, how would you live your life? If you didn't see yourself as unhealed or broken, what decisions would you make? How are you being called to prioritize your healing? What healing are you ready to receive right now? What support are you ready to call in? Ask your heart, your mind, and your body to reveal what's most helpful to you and call it in. Yeah, you're healing with healing. You're aligning with deep healing at this time. All right. Aries was aligning with a deep level of forgiveness. You're aligning with a deep level of healing, your body, mind, and spirit. Okay. Let's get some final advice. Ooh, wrong deck. Where are we? We'll go with the gold foil. Let's get some final advice from Spirit. Ooh, that one would have come out. Yeah, there you are. Temperance and the Knight of Swords. Yep. Deep alignment. Patience is key. I think it's time for you to be patient with yourself. I know you want to charge forward, but maybe you need to slow down a bit, Sag, if you've been busy lately. Magic. Making the magic happen. You're aligning with a beautiful power, all right? You're manifesting something really powerful at this time. All right. You're reclaiming your magic after going through a lot of challenges, delays, setbacks. 5 of Wands. You've been challenged. Yeah. And it's been hard. I think you're dropping some heavy burdens, right? This is also take time out to not take on too many responsibilities for the rest of the month from day to day. All right. This is like when you're being too hard on yourself with your schedule. All right. And it's like, don't pour on too much at once in your manifestations. It's like, take it in little chunks. Some of you are spreading yourself really thin because you are in a powerful period of taking the lead, initiating new things, and just be careful because you could be depleting your spiritual life force if you're going at it too hard. All right. We got all this fire energy. It's like you are a powerful manifester, Sag, but pick and choose what to really deepen into and commit to long term. You've got some big choices you're making and what to do next, right? Coming out of some really heavier energies that almost plagued you for a while. And I think you're overcoming, right? This is when you've been carrying. It's time to like lighten the load. You know, cut off some of the dead wood, release what needs to be released, okay? Especially around energies that are too challenging for you to maintain. Could be by way of actual people, right? But it feels to me it's more of your spiritual fire getting depleted by things that you don't, this is cut away anything that is challenging you too much and depleting your energy. This is like, energy drain. And, you can only allow energy drain for so long before you just need to take a time out. But I love the Magician because this is when you are summoning every element. It's almost like, be careful because some of you are just burnt out because you've just been go, 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 go. And when we heal, we need time to slow down. So this is a season where you need to be working on creating more balance, Sag. So make sure you're doing that as you are full speed ahead because you got that chariot energy. It's like you don't want to... You're bummed when you can't get to everything you want to get to in one day. So just don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like you put too much pressure on yourself. All right. Allow yourself space to breathe, to actually do this deep healing work. It's like you're in this process and you may be wanting to avoid it by overburdening your schedule too much. So you need time out, right? Take the time out because you're not going to miss the train or miss the boat on your next evolutionary leap in a lot of you in your light worker duties. This could be a very much a light worker burnout. Okay. So be careful with that. It's real. Look it up. All right. Take care. Namaste, Sag.